Good afternoon, Dr. Mormon. My name is Ashley Highsmith, and I will be talking about the two restaurants I went to. Yes, I went to two restaurants. I know you're thinking, like, this is crazy. She didn't follow directions. I didn't. I went to one restaurant, and I was so caught in the atmosphere. I was so caught in the glow of it. I was so caught in the food of it that I forgot to record. And then I went to another one. I realized that I messed up, called Falouche, and I recorded. There was no food at that one, unfortunately. It was just the atmosphere. Excuse me. So let me talk about the two. The first one I went to was Amy Roots. And let me tell you something about Amy Roots. It's the culture. It is so there. It is so genuine. I went to Amy Roots in Harlem off of 116th Street, and that is comparison to my mom. It's there. When I go to soul food restaurants, I go and I try the greens, I try the yams, I try the fried chicken, I try the cornbread. I eat the same plate every time. It's terrible, I know. But I take a bite of the yams, I take a bite of the greens, I take a little piece of the fried chicken, a little piece of the cornbread, and I say, "Is this mama's?" Nod my head. Okay, let me continue eating, and then I Yelp review it. When you look at the Yelp reviews, nothing but good and genuine things. People that care about the restaurant, people that care about the servers, care about the food. The servers are amazing, and they've been amazing to me when I went in there before and today. And then once I realized that I didn't do it, I asked somebody, "Well, can you send me a good restaurant that has a good culture near me?" Happened to be in the West Village, and they sent me to a restaurant called Falouche. I went to Falouche to interview the waiters. Unfortunately, I could not get interviews from them, but I was able to get a video of the atmosphere of Falouche to see what was going on there. So I'm going to talk a little bit about each one of them. I felt like Falouche is more of a melting pot metaphor, and the reason why I say that is because it is in the West Village. And with that being said, they do have happy hour specials. They do have a lot of Americanized drinks, Americanized specials. It is I want to say, an Indian Arabic themed restaurant, but throughout the time, they have realized, as the waitresses said, even though they couldn't interview, that they have had to go to Americanized standards. And with that being said, they've had to hire somebody to promote the business and do happy hour specials. So I do refer to it as a melting pot. I have my notes on my phone. I wanted to make sure that I went through everything, and you will be getting the notes on, or you will be getting the videos. I don't know how to combine it. Um, the tributes metaphor, I do believe that it is that also, because it is a mixing of the cultures, and that is tributaries metaphor. I'm sorry, on page 56, chapter 3. A frequently popular metaphor for describing the mix of cultures in the United States is that the tributaries or tributary streams, I'm sorry, I feel like I'm having a hard time. America's according to this image. It's like a huge cultural watershed providing numerous paths in which as they surge towards a common destination. Felt this when I went there, kind of like a mix of a lot of different cultures. It wasn't true to one culture. Although they had the hookah or maybe they had the happy hour, I didn't feel the atmosphere, maybe because they weren't serving food. And going back to Amy Roots, I absolutely love Amy Roots. I feel like it is true to itself. Like, yes, there are sides that are coleslaw, or yes, there are sides that are french fries. No, they're not greens. No, they're not yams. No, they're not black eyed peas. But it's true to itself. Going off on Amy Roots, the values, the cultural values, the cultural beliefs, the cultural norms that it sets. When you walk in, you hear some soul music playing. You know what I mean? Like, you hear that. You see Barack Obama, Rosa Parks, Beyonce, Halle Berry, Denzel Washington, Frederick Douglass, all these mixes of important black figures. And it makes me happy because there's not a lot of restaurants in Fresno that I see that in, you know? I don't see a lot of cultural representative restaurants in Fresno. And it just, I don't know, it shows me how we can take it and represent our culture and still have amazing food. The critiques of it are amazing. I mean, you have a couple on Yelp that are like, okay, well, you know, they could have been nicer or it was rush hour. But other than that, I see the critiques being amazing. Going back to our text, And our text, I'm sorry, is by M. Lusing and Jay Kostner. A couple of things stand out to me. And I want to go back to chapter 1, an introduction. And this is basically just like, or you know what, I'm going to take it back to chapter 2. And this is basically just like saying the culture is learned, saying the culture affects behavior, saying the culture involves beliefs, norms, and social practices. All that is true. You know, I honestly felt sometimes, and this is sad to say, I don't feel a good representation of my culture. It's something that I've been working on, something that I've been dealing with, but I don't feel it. When I come to New York, I feel it. And when I went to Amy Roots, I felt it. The reason why I went to Felucia is because I wanted to make sure that I fulfilled the projects and I have the videos. But my main project is on Amy Roots. Go to chapter 1. I really want to speak on how it all mixes together. I see when I go to Amy Roots, this is not my first time going to Amy Roots. This is like my 10th time. I see so many different cultures going to Amy Roots and enjoying it. That is how we are interculturally tied. We are proud of our culture, and it shows in other ways. Amy Roots has been around since the 80s, the early 90s, and just providing positive energy, positive service has proved to be an amazing foreground. When my group walked in there, we loved it. We loved it. And we realized, you know, this is the closest thing to mom that we're going to get. The hospitality that we got, the food that we got, this is the closest thing that we're going to get. When I went to Felucia, it was nice. I didn't get a chance to taste the food, but I got a chance to talk to the servers. I got a chance to view the environment. Wasn't as big as Amy Roots. I didn't experience the food like I did at Amy Roots. Overall, intercultural communication is a crazy thing. How we communicate with nonverbals, how we communicate with food, how we communicate with our gestures shows a lot. And in going to Amy Roots and going to Felucia, I definitely saw the two differences. But it just showed me in contrast how big culture is and what it does. What I did learn was that hookah was established to bring everybody together to have a good time. And same thing with soul food. You know, back in the day, like she said, like my mom said, slaves used to get together and cook whatever they had just to continue having a good time. I'm going to end it there because I can talk about this all the time and reference back to the book, but I hope you enjoy my analysis of the two restaurants, and yeah, take care.